of Standard 4. The name of the lesson is Nutrients in Food. First of all, I want to ask you one question that you want to eat. We all want to eat when we are feeling hungry, is it? But after having food, what are things we got? Did you think even that what the difference between when the situation is without having food and after having food? What is the difference between these? Actually, the difference is, I am saying you, that one is whenever you have food, you will feel little bit strong. Yes, it has. And you won't feel hungry also even. That one is another thing. But you will feel little bit energy. You will get. Is it? So what is the actual reason behind it? Did you even thought about it? If you are having some food on that time, the food particles are giving us the energy. Yes, after having the food particles are giving us energy, and that is the main reason we are feeling little bit energetic. This is the main reason. Did you get it? So all of you should have your meal on time. Otherwise, you won't get energy. And all of you have seen this one, that whenever you are coming from school, on that time you are feeling hungry because that one is a long time when you didn't take the meal. So because of time spent, you are feeling hungry, and that's why you are asking for food or any kind of drink. Is it? So on that time you are feeling hungry, and if you will take food or your meal, on that time you will feel better, comfortable, and you will feel energetic. So one more thing. So with the help of those energy, what are the things we are doing? What is the main reason of getting energy? So shall we produce the electricity after getting energy? No, that one is not ours. That one is not our work. That one is not our purpose of us. So that one is what purpose? Purpose is we need energy to do a different kind of work. Just like the eating, while eating, that one is also one work. So that one also spending energy. And if you want to play, if you want to read, if you want to say something, if you want to think also on that time, you need energy. So that is why all time you should require the energy. So who will provide us that energy? The food. Yes, the food will provide us the energy. Otherwise, we won't able to do any kind of work, and that one is a lots of problem. That would be a very problematic to one thing. And one more thing, do you know that food is our one of the essential? Yes, essential means that without which object we are not able to live. That means that one is one of our basic need to live our livelihood, to live alive, to stay alive, to survive in the nature. We need food. Without food we can't stay, we can't survive. So that is why there is a huge amount of importance of this lesson. If you know about the lesson, you should have one clear concept of the different foods. So which one you should consume, which one you should not. These all the things you will be able to understand, and in this way you will be a healthy person. Yes. So do you want to be a healthy person? Yes, I know that you want to be. If you will have the food in sufficient quantity, on that time you will be healthy. Not only the healthy, you will be active enough, you will be fit enough. So to be like that, you have to must consume food on time. Otherwise you may face different problem, and those are things you won't get, you won't able to do the different kind of work. And one more thing, did you ever thought that why should you take that before going to sleep? You are sleeping, you are not doing any work, is it? No. On that time also, after sleeping, our body, on that time also we are doing work. Who is doing work on that time? Our lungs, our heart. Yes, they are still now working. Our brain, our bodies, the blood is flowing. This all the works of body functions as well. So that's why we need food. So sometimes you did that before going to sleep, without having your meal, simply you are sleeping. No, that one is not a good habit, because after sleeping also our body is working. So for that purpose you need work, but that means you need energy. Who will provide this energy? The food. Food will provide the energy. That is why you should eat daily. That means now I want to ask you one question, that how many times should you eat? 3 times. 3 times you should have meal. First one, the morning, that one is the breakfast. Next, in evening, that one is called what? That one is called the lunch. And at night, that one is called what? That one is called the dinner. So breakfast, lunch and dinner. These 3 things you should, these 3 meal you always means that daily you should have. Otherwise you may face different kind of problem. Now you may ask me, so if I will have the only foods, is it sufficient? No, it is not sufficient. Which kind of food you are taking, that one is very important, because that one will give the different nutritious element. Yes, just like the carbohydrates, the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals, the fat. So these all we need in our body. So these things today we will learn. And one more thing is there, if you will have only the food, that one also is nutritious in the proper quantity. Is it sufficient? No, after what? That one is not sufficient. You have to drink sufficient water. Otherwise your body won't functions. You are having the sufficient amount of nutritious food, that one is not enough. Because whenever we are having the food, after going to our stomach, what is going on there? Their digestion process will be start. Will help our inside the body, the different kind of enzymes are there. And one more thing is there, that the water. If you won't drink sufficient water, it won't help. It is not possible to be digest the food. So how it is possible? You have to drink plenty of water. Minimum 6 to 8 glass water you have to drink daily. Is it clear? So only when you will be healthy. And one more thing is there are lots of fruit. Why should you eat the fruit? Do you know about the benefits of the fruit? Actually, the fruits are providing us vitamins and the minerals, and just like the calciums. Yes, so on that time you will be benefited from the fruits. That the fruits, if you won't have, you may face different problems, just like the different diseases. Yes, so today we will learn about the sources of food, from where the sources, the foods are getting. So now you can ask me, yes, we are cooking and that food we are consuming. No, that food we are consuming, it's okay. But the main problem is there, that one we have to get. Are you able to produce the fruit? Yes, the plants are able to produce, but we are not able to produce. We are able to cultivate them. We are able to cultivate them. We are not able to produce. So who are producing? The different plants. They are producing the foods. So whatever may be, it may be the vegetables, it may be the cereals, it may be the pulses, it may be the fruits, and it may be the beverage also. So these all are coming from whom? To the plants. Now you can ask me that the different eggs are there. So egg are there, the chicken are there, mutton are there, so fish are there. So what are they? Are they coming from the trees are also? Yes, they are also coming from the trees, because those animals. Those animals are eating the different kind of plants. Is it? So if you will talk about the mutton is coming from whom? The goat. Is it? So the goats are having the grass, and grass means that one is what? A plant. Is it? So after consuming the plant, it is gaining the energy of the food, and that food is remaining, that's stored inside that its body. Is it? And when we are consuming it, on that time we are getting the food. Is it clear? Next thing is there that if you will talk about the fish, yes, they are also eating very small trees, that means plants inside the water. Yes, otherwise how they are live? How did they? Because they are eating some small insects and the plants, very little plants inside the water they eat, and afterwards they are gaining their nutrients and we are having them. So these we are actually having whom? The plants producing foods. Yes, the plants producing foods. Plants are only able to produce food and no other can't. Yes, no other can produce the food. So it is very important the relationship of the plants and the human beings, because they are helping us in different way, in lots of way. First thing, if you will talk about the food, already I have told you that how they are producing food. Actually, in the presence of sunlight, the leaves of the plants, they are producing the food. Yes, they are producing food. How? In the presence of water, and they are absorbing carbon dioxide from our atmosphere. Then they are producing the food, and what is those food? The glucose. Which one they are producing? That one is the glucose. And afterwards, what are going on? Afterwards, those food that which one is producing the carbon dioxide? Yes, the oxygen. Whatever they are taking, the carbon dioxide, and whatever they are releasing, oxygen. And they are releasing oxygen inside the atmosphere, and that oxygen we are inhaling for our breath. Yes, that one is breathing. So whatever we are taking, that one is oxygen gas. In our atmosphere, different kind of gases are there, but which one we should take? We should take only oxygen. Not that like that you should automatically, when inhaling, our body needs it. Our body needs it. That's why we are inhaling oxygen all time. So in this way, so first thing, they are providing us food. Next thing, they are providing us the oxygen. And one more thing, whenever we are releasing the breath, on that time what gas we are releasing? Carbon dioxide. So that gas is being absorbed by the trees, the plants. So that one is one kind of benefit. And beside that, with the help of the trees, we are getting the papers. Yes, paper is also produced with the help of trees. And the other things, we are producing different kind of beautiful furnitures. So how it is possible? With the help of the trees. Our trees are giving us or providing us the furnitures for the different kind of wood for producing the furnitures. So that one is another benefit. And one more thing, if you will see that in our country there are very huge amount of fuels are there, and the one part is the wood stem. Yes, it happens either just like the bamboo trees. So they are using in the village. If you visit to any rural village, on that time you may observe that they are using those different the dry leaves, the dry stems. They use them as the what? as the fuel. So in different aspects the trees are helping us. So here the sources of food, first thing is the trees are providing us the food, that means the plants, and one more thing is the animals. Most of the plants we are able to get the food from them. Just like the vegetables, all of you know that the vegetables, fruits, your daily life, you are familiar with them, all the fruits, vegetables, the cereals, pulses, oil seeds, spices, tea and coffees. Yes, these all we are getting from whom? From the plants. And animals, what are they giving? They are giving us the meat, eggs, milk, fish. These all the things who are giving us the different animals and the plants. We are not able to produce the food. We are only able to cook the food. Yes, we are only able to cook the food. That means why we are cooking the food? To make it more easier or tastier. Sometimes tastier and sometimes it is not being possible. Just like the cereals, pulses, it is not possible for us to consume them directly because these are the hard. Yes, so on that time we have to rice. If you will talk about the rice, so inside one rice, before cooking and after cooking, almost same nutrients will be there, nutrients particles are there, but the problem is there, we are not able to consume that the hard elements. Yes, hard, the grains, it is not possible to consume. That's why we are making it soft. That is where we are cooking it. And if you will talk about the different chicken, mutton, fish, in the raw state, they are very bad, very bad smell are coming, is it? So on that time, what is the, if you will cook it, on that time, that one smells so good. Yes, that thing we can consume. So different reasons. So whatever maybe we can only cook. We are not able to produce our food. Anyhow, we are not able to produce our food. So one more thing is there. You are eating the food, you are having your meal in time. But is that sufficient for you? I have told you that one is not sufficient because in our food different kinds of functions are there. That means different nutrients are there. Which elements are there? That means first things are different kinds of foods are there. Yes, different kinds of foods, among which you already have learned in your smaller classes that the three kind of foods are there. One is energy giving, next is protecting, and the third one, that one is the body building foods. One is the energy giving foods, next one body building food, and the third one the protective foods. Yes, these three kind of food already you have learned. Now I am saying you the one more kind of food, that means two more kind of food. One is the roughage and another one is the energy foods. Yes, energy giving food already you have learned, but those are also providing us more energy. That is the reason.